$100 million in bonds is, a significant amount of money, but maybe not as much in like a global context. But I think the fear from my memory is Canada had weaponized this in a conversation with Trump earlier last year when the rhetoric about Canada for 51st state had really heated up. And Carney had said they were going to sell the bonds, or alluded to the idea that they were going to sell all of their U.S. Treasury bonds. And this is, at the time for Canada, their successful way, seemingly, of like toning that down or getting Trump to like chill out. So this is the financial lever that these countries can react with. It's like, does selling our bonds get you to move the needle or change your take on this at all?
Yeah, so I want to talk about this. So can you pull up this graph? We're probably aware of this. Maybe people watching are also aware of this. But right now, in the amount of money the government spends every year, about 15% of that goes to interest on our debt. We have 30 trillion, 30-something trillion, 37 trillion. I don't know the number. A lot of debt.
Yeah.
And it's at an average interest rate of 3.3%, because some of it's long-term. Some of it we got at lower rates for 20 years. Some of it we got it last year for whatever. But it's average of 3.3%. And so we do 14% of our deficit is on interest. And so when people stop buying U.S. debt, the borrowing cost goes up. Right now, I think it's like for a 10-year, it's like 4.5%, 4.2 or whatever.
It's a little, 4.2.
And we have a lot of debt so imagine like if I'm broke as shit and I have very little income and I borrow $100K from you and I'm going to pay $50 a month in interest. And at the end of the year, I have to give you the $100K back. Okay. So I can afford $50 payments. So I pay it every month. End of the year, I don't have the money to give you the $100K because I spent it. I bought a Ferrari and I bought a whatever. So I have to borrow another $100K to pay you back. And then I just do it again. I pay $50 to that guy. That is what we do with all of our debt. We never pay it off. We always roll it over. We just, at the end of the year, we roll it over. And what the interest rate is when we roll it over matters a lot. We have a lot of debt that's about to come due, they're about to roll over, and our borrowing costs are going like this. They're going vertical with all this geopolitical tension because people don't want to loan us money at 4% or 4.5%. It's going to 4.6, 4.7. Every percent that goes up is another 300 billion here. Yeah. 300 billion is equivalent to the Department of Education, Department of Homeland Security, and Department of State combined.
And AirPods combined.
AirPods. Can't forget about AirPods.
So right now it's at 3.3% of our interest. If that went to 4%, that means we can no longer, assuming we don't, change anything, we can't afford Department of Education, Department of Homeland Security, Department of State. If it goes to double, we can't afford a military. Like that's the size of the military. Like this is the real impact of rising interest rates.